Good day, students. You are welcome to today's uh, another session of our online classes. And I want to believe that we are all safe, despite the fact that we are under the lockdown. We are making every effort to ensure that we attend to the student so as to have something to hold on to during this lockdown. You are welcome once again. My name is Dr. Abbas. I'm a civic education teacher, and this class is mainly for the SS1 students. And the topic we are treating today is a continuation of what we've started doing before now. We have had classes on some of the topics we have in the third term scheme of work. And if you can see, as you can see very well, we will say that cultism is the topic we're treating, and under that we have consequences of cultism. If you recall, in some of the classes we have had that are already on YouTube right now, in first, second, and third class, you will remember that we made effort to talk about the meaning of cultism, the types of cultism, the formation of cultism, as well as the characteristics of cultism. And the essence of doing this is to ensure that we show the student the what the cultists cultists are, who they are, what the cultism is, and by so doing, we will continue, talking about it and ensuring that students understand what it is and how they can save themselves from it. And doing that also, we enable us to eradicate the whole impact of the cultism in our society, as we've had it in all our tertiary institutions today. Without wasting much of our time, let us go to what we have today, which is the topic is consequences of cultism. When we say consequences of cultism, what exactly are we talking about? We are talking about the negative impact of being a cult member. Negative impact of being a cult member. Just like I said, we have talked about the meaning of who a cultist is, what the meaning of cultism is, and we tried as much as possible to differentiate between the two. In fact, I gave you an assignment on that. But today, what we are going to look at is the real thing that will occur to whoever joins the cult group in the university or anywhere you may find yourself, or that you find them. Now, here on the board we have the consequences, all the things, some of the things that we have, because we cannot take virtually everything that we have in the text and write them on the board. So as I say, cultism has many ugly consequences, not only for the cultists themselves, but also the environment. These consequences include, as in these are some of the things that will happen to whoever that is a member of a cult group or that is a cultist. Okay, the first thing that will happen is failure in examination. Failure in examination. As you can see on the board, cultists hardly concentrate on learning, which is the primary purpose of being in school. They hardly attend lectures and hardly take part in continuous assessment exercise, including tests. Just like I said, these are a group of people that doesn't uh, 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 believe in participating in academic activities in the school. They believe that their primary purpose of being in the school is to be part of a cult group, and because of that, they hardly go to a lecture room. They don't also participate in continuous assessment. And definitely, when you don't participate in class activities, you don't participate in continuous assessment in the school, automatically such a person will fail at the end of the day, because there is no basis for such a person to write exam and to also get results. Then the second thing that will happen to whoever that is a member of course group is examination malpractice. Just like I said, the person that did not attend the class, that did not attend the lecture, you should be assured that such a person will go into the examination hall or examination room when the exam comes, and you know participate in examination malpractice, such as bringing in textbooks, bringing in materials that can help them in the exam hall. So such a person will participate in examination malpractice, and once he or she participates in examination malpractice and the person is caught, automatically the school will rusticate such a person. The third consequence that will happen, or things that will happen to such a person, is violence. When you are a member of a cult group or a cultist for that matter, that is one of the things they do, because in all of our universities today, hardly a year will go by that one will not hear a case of violence in one place or the other in our tertiary institutions in Nigeria. And that is as a result of the fact that the people that are behind this dastard act, they are cult members. For instance, like I said in our previous classes, I said we have types of them. There are types of cultists or cult groups in our universities today. We have the ones, there are some for the boys, for the male students, there are some for the female students. For example, now the some of cult groups we have for the male include the Eye Confraternity, the Buccaneer, we have the Ake, and many of them like that. So also we have among the female students also we have the daughters of Jezebel, we have Black Berets, and a host of others like that. So these people, they are from time to time engage themselves in supremacy battle, and anytime it happens like that, that one particular group is engaging the other group, there is always a kind of fatality. There is always violence, and when there is violence, automatically a lot of things will be destroyed in the school environment, including the lives of the innocent students. Then the fourth one under the consequences of cultism is influencing invigilators to connive, influencing invigilators to connive with their unethical conduct during examinations. As you can see on the board, many of them, because definitely, so since you then don't participate in the class activities, in the continuous assessment, then they always have plan to go into examination hall in a bid to influence the invigilators so as to connive with them during the examination. Some of them go there to bribe the invigilators. Some of them go there with the aim of threatening the invigilators so as to, dance to their tune. Number five, use of examination mercenaries. Some of them, just because they know that they have nothing to offer, they have nothing to write in the examination hall, they prepare themselves to go into the examination hall with some mercenaries. Those people that believe they are experts and that can write exam for them. So many of them pay them a huge amount of money to go into the examination hall and write exam for them. The last on the list here is bringing into examination hall materials such as books and some other materials through which they can obtain illegal assistance. For instance, some go into the hall with sophisticated phones, they go with eyeglasses that can aid them where they can actually store the answers through which they can, vent for whatever answer they are looking for. So all this will happen to a court member or a courtist because automatically once a student fails to attend to his or her lecture and also participate in continuous assessment, you should expect such a student when the exam comes to go into the examination hall with all manners of plans to cheat in the examination hall. And finally, for today, we have the assignment here, and the assignment says mention five consequences of being a cultist. Mention five consequences of being a cultist. We've itemized and explained some of the consequences, some of the things, bad things, the negative things that will happen to whoever that is a cult members or that is a cultist in the university. Because this ordinary person who is not a cult member will always believe that he or she is in school to attend to his or her education need. But in the case of cult members, they don't have that belief. Their primary aim of being in the school is to participate in cult activities. And all these things will happen to them when they continue in that particular regard. Thank you very much. I will be expecting your response through my channel, the WhatsApp channel, which is 08053 421107. Once again, 08053 421107. Inshallah, I will be expecting your the submission of your assignment through this particular channel. Thank you very much for being there.